I'm walking home right now, so I have a little bit of time. But I don't know why. I tried to keep this topic of libertarianism restricted to just a week. But I'm so much on it. I don't know why. I'm so on it. I'm so into it. I'm so interested. I'm reading a lot of libertarian books, etc. But I want to sort of dispel an argument that I keep hearing, right? And that's that one that suggests that, if the population likes something, they're going to pay for it regardless. So the government is not required to collect taxes on something the society is going to want to keep anyway. And that's all great and adorable and fantastic. However, it goes back again to then libertarianism doesn't actually fix a problem. Again, if you're identifying or if you're equating personal freedoms, which, by the way, freedoms and liberty are hands down one of the most arbitrary words on planet Earth. But if you're going to equate my personal freedom and my personal liberty to the fluidity, right? The sort of liberation of my personal capital. Not only does this argument not really make any sense, but it doesn't actually solve any problems. So I was once given a scenario where it was in a natural disaster. I lived in geopolitical region A. The other person was in geopolitical region B. And it was a natural disaster. And the topic was price gouging. And so the question was, is anything inherently wrong about bringing in water and marking up the prices, right? To a place where there wasn't currently water. Is there anything wrong with that? Oh, well, no, not at face value. However, if you're arguing that, well, the government should step out of the business of social service and leave that too up to the free market, then you haven't actually solved any problems. If you bring in water to a place that doesn't have it, either way, whether it's the government or the market, I'm still paying for it, except for the only thing that's changed is that now it's significantly more expensive than it needs to. I easily go through a 24-pack of water just showering. And so not only are you talking about a significantly increased price on the delivery of my water, but you're also talking about a significantly more convoluted methodology by which to get it. Now, one could argue that because of government bureaucracy and red tape and all that jazz, that it is currently inefficient. The way the government gets water is inefficient. I would totally agree with you. However, the way I get water is not inefficient, right? The end user result is simplistic as fuck. Under the free market, I don't have to buy 5 or 6 gallon water, 5 or 6 gallon water jugs, hop into a car I do not have, and then take it all the way to the nearest watering hole and refill water from the earth, and then put it in there and then bring it back home. Wildly convoluted. Right? I literally, the way the government has it now is I can just flip a switch and it's on. Now you say, well, what if I can't afford that? Okay, well then go with that. If I can't afford to pay the free market to do the same thing the government has for me, which is water delivery directly to my house, then easily I can just pay for it myself or find a company that will fill that need and will bring the water directly to my house. Cool. Then you haven't fixed any problems. I'm doing the exact same thing, just to a different asshole. Right? Nothing's been fixed. My water isn't arguably cheaper. It's not more, it's not better delivered. It's none of those things. It's the same bullshit. I'm just paying money to a different person, arguably significantly more money. Again, I would lie to you if I sit here and said, well, the government does it in a more efficient manner than the market ever could. That's just wrong. However, the end result is demonstrably, less convoluted. Right? Pay someone money. Sorry. A person is angry because pedestrians are walking, but that's fine. Anyway, it's significantly not convoluted, right? You pull the tap, it comes up. Now the question bringing up on if you like something or if your community likes something, they'll pay for it automatically, or they'll pay for it regardless. Yes, however, we all know how cost sharing works, so we can instantly throw that argument out. The more people pay into a system, the cheaper that thing is for everybody else, but we'll overlook that for now. Additionally, it hasn't solved any problems. I'm still paying now arguably more for water. Simple. Nothing's changed. I'm still paying for water. My personal capital still isn't liberated, and now, in a particular case, because I require water for survival, it's even more restricted, right? There's nothing stopping anyone from price gouging, which in turn makes me pay more for water. And so that's one of the arguments I'd really like to put to bed. This whole argument about if they like it, they'll pay for it anyway. Some might, some can't, some won't, sure. However, what is that supposed to fix? Nothing. It's just the same result. I'm just paying an asshole for the same or worse water delivery. So that's all I wanted to talk on. Catch live tonight. I have a panel of more or less progressive veterans come on and talk about progressive veteran shit, so check it out. Bye.